in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So, plenty of time to talk about tech and strats. Definitely later in the run. There's a pretty short run, all things considered, though. With this, our goal, first out, is to run through the initial portion of the game, collecting coins. With the nipple percent category, regardless of subcategory, hint art or no hint art, our objective is to get 1,000 coins and make it to Sand Kingdom so we can buy Mario's and boxer shorts. So the majority of this is coin routing. Really just trying to move efficiently through the world, while picking up coins to hit a total of 1,000 coins to buy those shorts. Cap Kingdom doesn't offer a lot of opportunity to gather coins, so this first section you're going to see our runners head off to the left here, grab some coins. They'll come out with 45 out from behind those crates, and then head over to the Cap Tower, or the Frog Tower, and start their ascent up to the first boss fight. Pretty close between both of our runners so far, just a couple seconds between. And you'll notice that as much as possible, our runners are rolling. That is by far the fastest method of movement in the game. It makes it a little difficult to control, though, to change direction. So getting things lined up and moving efficiently and effectively through those rolls are going to make a huge difference in overall movement speed and time through the run. Our runners grabbing some coin rings as we head towards the top. A couple different detours in routing to grab different rings, but each ring is worth, I believe, 3 coins, so that adds up. Quick movement around the tower, up the ramp, grabbing the coins along the way as much as possible. Another spot that's tricky due to the rolling movement. And Hopper giving Jake a little bit of a headache here. The Bulbs pulling into a slight lead off the Topper fight. We'll have just a few seconds of obviously title card and some cutscenes. We are able to skip the majority of cutscenes in the run, so our start buttons are getting a heavy workout, more so than in other runs, as we have to prompt the skip dialogue and then skip it. And there'll be 3 here. And then we're in Cascade Kingdom. So for Cascade, it's of course more coin routing. The initial portion here is the jump up to this chain chomp. We're going to break and release the rock bridge, and then head over and have our first encounter with the dinosaur. Jake, only about 3 seconds behind, so this is still a very close race. By design, our runners are going to head up the left side of this rock bridge. The cutscene actually triggers earlier if you come up the left side as opposed to going at the middle or right. So just an interesting point of note for a small time optimization. Both runners now trying to mount this cliff quickly as they can to get up to the dinosaur. Jake gaining some time back just via better movement. And now we're going to use this dinosaur off this trampoline to skip the majority of Cascade. As we saw Jake do there, release the capture on the dinosaur and trigger the Madame Brutal fight. And typically, you've got to go around, you got to go up through a 2D section via what's intended, and that's a whole heck of a lot faster. That getting the dinosaur to trigger on the trampoline there, though, because the dinosaur is so large and that trampoline is so small. As we watch Bulbs work through this now, you can just walk right over it. And speaking from experience, this can be one of the biggest variances in time on this one, is just getting a good dino jump. Jake having a good time with Madame Brutal so far. That's a pretty straightforward 3-hit fight. You're gonna wait for a couple attack cycles, have to capture the chain chomp, as we see Bulbs doing now, and then pull back and release into Madame Brutal. Rinse and repeat 3 times. During this fight, you'll notice every time she's hit, Madame Brutal also releases a ring of coins. Those can be useful to capture and gather, to help reduce the number of coins that we're trying to get in this next section that we'll be seeing Jake go into, which is just a big long coin roulette. So Jake's gonna climb to the top of this cliff, capture a moon. That'll satisfy our total to leave Cascade. We need to have 5 moons to leave Cascade. And so between what we got first on releasing the Rock Bridge, the triple moon from defeating Madame Brutal, and then that 5th moon on top of the cliff, we'll be able to leave once we have our desired number of coins. So now it's just a farming exercise. So running the loops with this dinosaur through this sub area. Each of those little, don't even know what they're called, little gremlin guys have 1 coin. So there's a little bit of randomness in where they spawn, and your movement through. But we're going to rinse and repeat until we have 720 coins. And then we'll be able to move on to Sand Kingdom. So you'll see them run through this loop about 5 or 6 times. You get about 100 coins through each loop, and if you're unlucky, like Jake was on the last one, you'll have gotten all of the little gremlin guys, which triggers a moon, and you've got to sit through that animation. Giving you guys any game audio. Yeah, apologies about that. Just a little bit. So an unfortunate death from Bulbs. The coming off of that cliff at the end of the loop, it is slightly faster to try to miss that trampoline. So you can do that by carrying a pretty good speed with the dino run, and then heading off just to the right, trying to land past on the right side of that lower platform. But that can be tight, and as we saw, Bulbs missed the clip. It's easy to fall off, and with them running for coins, every death costs 10 coins. So that is a setback that can cost some time. So I saw we had Jake at 564, Bulbs at 401. So Jake with about a lead of a single loop at this point. Alright, Jake has just hit 732, so that is enough. See him make his way out for the final time. Bulbs will need one more loop. Finally, we reactivate the Odyssey. Couple cutscenes and then we'll see our first hit of Sand Kingdom. Bulbs at 705. Oof. No, opting to head back in to capture the last 15 coins. There are a couple places outside of the sub area where you can grab some coins. There's a stack just next to the Odyssey that has 10. But trying to figure out where that is and having to grab the extra 15 real time, not exactly an ideal scenario. So. Yep, those are the ones. So Jake now in Sand Kingdom. Objective here is going to be to first roll through this flag, which we'll use as a teleport point back in just a little bit here. He's going to roll basically straight through the ruins and head back to the bottomless pit area here on the left. With a couple well-timed cap jumps and dives, can make it his way around the backside of this building to the Sphinx. And anybody who's played Mario Odyssey knows that this Sphinx holds a treasure chest. It's got a large stack of coins on it, 280 to be exact, so that's why our target was 720. So Jake's going to capture these. We don't necessarily care about the moon, and then teleport back to the town. And then all it's left to do is enter the cap shop and buy some boxer shorts. And that's time. 1309 from Jake. Bulbs rolling back to the ruins, so he'll be not too far behind. Nice. Bulbs getting the Sphinx jump first try. He'd been having a lot of trouble with that. So, really good to see. Fantastic. 14:10. So about a minute apart between our runners. Good first run, though.
Yeah, GG Bulbs.
Good job.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. We ready to run it back? This is a best of 3, so.
Yep, let me go ahead and delete save file and get on a new one.
Same. Alrighty, I'm good to go.
All right, Bulbs, are you ready?
Just a second.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and mute my mic, and then I guess you can start countdown after that. I just gotta make sure our life split's ready to go, unlike last time.
All good.
Sounds good.
Right, I'll count you from 5. We'll go on go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so I think the last run was a really good show of kind of the variability that we see in this category. Consistency in the dino jumps. I think that was probably about half of the difference in time between our two runners. And then, unfortunately, Bulbs taking that death, putting him just out of reach and getting that easy coin grab, 15 as opposed to 5. So those two really added time where he had to enter the subsection again. With a little bit better luck, I think we're in for probably a really close race here. Bulbs with a slight lead coming up to Cap Tower, just by virtue of good movement. Give it back with a bonk. We are virtually neck and neck coming out of Cap Tower. Okay, coming up the ramp just a hair faster. See how behind Topper is. Jake gets a quick cycle on Topper. That is Bulbs. Good fights from both runners. What are you doing in chat? You're supposed to be running. Maintaining a even state through the first moon. Jake with a bonk coming up the cliff. Bulbs opting to go around from the start, saving some time. First dino jump, but that's going to be too far. He's going to have to try that again. Jake with the same issue. Bulb's getting it second try. I'm gonna go for a third attempt. Trampoline giving us some issues. Gonna be too far again. And we've got the reversal of our last run. Jake finally making it up to Madame Brutal. Bulb's getting his second hit. Now having to wrap up third, but missing a cycle on the chain chomp throws. Jake having a faster Brutal fight. Gonna be our moon cutscene apart coming out of this. This is still anyone's game. This is close enough. Bulb's cutting that corner very close. Again, our runner's about a loop apart. We need to run about neck and neck. Jake hasn't really had an opportunity to make up much ground. Maybe 20 coins. The box not gonna help. Bulbs will need one more loop, Jake, probably two. You feel every frame of those bonks too. Alright, Bulbs has hit our 720 coin threshold. I'm going to navigate the dinosaur now. Bulbs with the Odyssey text right at 11 minutes. See how far behind Jake is. $11:23. So 23 seconds difference between our runners. We are not quite out of the woods yet. Bulbs has a decent lead, but a miss on the Sphinx jump will put him back about that much time. Can he do it first try? Ooh, that was close for the roll. Makes the jump. Alright, and GG Bulbs at a 13:07.
PB.
Yeah, that's a pretty big PB for you. Nice
Oh
work.
my god. Oh my gosh.
Alright, well that ties
I
it up between our
Can't
runners.
believe that.
Coming in at a 13:28. So you made up a little bit of time there in Sand Kingdom.
Yeah, not enough. GG, Wolves. You had to pick right now to have your god run.
I know.
Well, there's,
I'm getting close to 12. Maybe I'll get a 12-minute run here. I don't
yeah, sub 12 is
Alright.
definitely doable.
Sub 13.
Sub 13, yeah.
Yeah.
know. Oh, did I say sub 12?
I did.
I apologize.
Guys.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited. Gotta build some hype. All right.
Yeah. Okay, well, all comes down to this.
Yeah, final round.
Oh,
all the
God.
marbles. Go ahead and get your files cleared. New files loaded.
I absolutely want to update my best times there. Thank you. It's a PB. Yeah. Okay. Getting ready. Deleting save file. Delete it. Load.
All right, runners, are we ready?
All right. I am ready to go.
Yep.
All right, I'll count you in from 3. And 3, 2, 1, go. I think we've pretty well demonstrated that this could be anyone's game to win. I think the biggest swing in the last run was dino jumps. Hopefully that's kind to both of our runners this time. Very different strategies for getting behind those boxes. I think playing out on balance so far. We're neck and neck at the switch. A good question. Yeah, I can confirm that both players are on console. Yes, Jake's on Joy-Cons while Bulbs is on Pro Controller. Both of our runners with a really solid topper fight. Yeah, no major errors up to this point. Both are having pretty solid runs. Jake giving about half a second back on a cutscene skip. Jake with really good movement up to the dino. It's gotta feel good. And a first try dino skip. Let's see if Bulbs can follow. This is the trampoline first try. Taking it out on the chain chomp. Jake finishing the Madame Brule fight at a 5:30. Bulb's down to 1 hit left. This is the grab on the chomp. Finished up at a 6:02. 30 seconds between our runners. Jake having a little trouble getting up the cliff. Having to get some help from the chain chomp there. Here's the sub area at 641. $7:05 for Bulbs. Gained a few seconds back. Again, we find ourselves about a loop apart. Bulb is making a little bit better use of the sub areas, getting about 10 more coins than Jake per cycle. Don't think we've got enough left though for that to make a difference. Only 2 trips left for each of our runners. Jake's trying to clean up and get within reaching distance. He may not need to make a full trip. Jake at 731. We are about 7 seconds separating our runners. This is going to be a very close finish. Turns out Bulbs' coin luck did make a bit of a difference there. See if it's enough for him to pull back forward. And time for Good Jake Ward at 13:06.
Oh my goodness. Why was I so nervous?
Oh my goodness, what a finish.
So I accidentally exited the Odyssey when I was trying to click the Sand Kingdom. So that lost like 5 seconds.
Yep.
Oh boy.
What cost me were the 2 bonks, the one going into the hat tower, and then before I got to the frog, I did the same thing that I did last run, and then I didn't get the dino jump, the trampoline to get to Brutal. It took me a bit to get that.
I got first try dino jump, but I felt like my coin RNG inside the sub area was so bad. Like the enemies were in such weird.
I was listening to the commentary. I'm like, what? Really? I couldn't believe what I was hearing. And then I did get hit by an enemy there. I did get stuck on the dinosaur once. I bonked when I was trying to leave the sub area. So yeah, kind of did a little sloppy.
All right. Well,
even with RNG, I was
yeah.
GG
to both of you. A great showing on both sides. Obviously, a very close finish. But congrats to Jake for moving on to the next round.
This is what, like 17 seconds difference between him and me just now on this one. Yep, really close.
And as Seiko points out, I almost bought the wrong thing in the store too. I was trying everything to choke this run.
Getting that heart.
Yep.
All right. Well, we will take it back to break for just a bit, and we'll get set up for our next set of runs. We'll see you back in a bit.